Well, I know, here again for the third time. A lot of things are changing. The World Health Organization has declared this disease a pandemic. Some things haven't changed. How we're addressing dogs and cats. As of right now, when we did a video last time, we talked about a Pomeranian who is 17 years old who tested weak positive for the COVID-19. Officials are suspecting that the consistent and persistent results do indicate a positive test that says that we do have a systemic infection, but it was low grade. That being said, we're wondering if this is a potential case of human to animal transmission. That's only speculation as of right now because we are constantly collecting data on whether or not this is a freak occurrence or if this is actually the case. That being said, what we want to do with this video is we want to go ahead and help you guys not to panic. That is the most important thing. So we're going to give you some tips on what you can do to keep your pet safe. Could you imagine that poor 17-year-old Pomeranian? We'd hope that we wouldn't have to go through all that poking and prodding and testing nonstop. That's what we want to try and do to prevent and help your pets from becoming that or going into that same situation. So here are some tips on how to prevent that. Number one, if you get sick, you need to limit your animals, you need to limit your exposure to animals. And when I say sick, obviously I mean COVID-19. I know, right? COVID-19, gotta be careful with that. Number two, super important, make sure that you let your local health officials know as well as your doctors that you are sick and that you do have a pet. Secondly, or third, you're going to need to go ahead and limit your contact with your pet. I know we've talked about the fact that we think that they are not able to spread the disease and that they cannot get sick, but we need to be cautious at this point. This is a disease where we're learning a lot about it over a very short period of time, and we have what's called a steep learning curve, okay? If you can have one of your family members take care of your pets, that means walking, that means loving, that means feeding, all that kind of stuff, that is going to be really helpful. You're going to need to try and separate yourself not only from the humans, but also from your pets. If you have a service animal and you cannot separate yourself from that service animal, make sure to go ahead and not share the dishes, not let them lick a little bit of your ice cream or some of your cream cheese from your bagel in the morning. You want to go ahead and you want to make sure that you wash your hands before you touch them and immediately after you touch them. So if you're coughing on your hands, you wash, you don't transmit the virus onto them, okay? That being said, the other thing that we want to be aware of is one of the things that you could consider is putting a mask on them. More importantly, that you yourself are wearing a mask, because the mask on them might help prevent them from inhaling it, but really what's going to be really important is for you to wear a mask so that you are not contaminating your environment, okay? At the end of the day, the purpose of this is for us not to panic. We do not serve anyone, including ourselves and the people that we love the most, by panicking. If you can help somebody with their pets, do it. We need the best of humanity in situations like this. At the end of the day, we want you guys to be safe. We want your babies, your fur babies, to be safe. And if there's anything, any sort of changes or anything like that, we will keep you guys up to date. If you find something that we haven't posted on the video afterwards and you want to post it on here so that other people will know, do it. We want the data to be there so people can be helped. At the end of the day, please go ahead. If you found this helpful, share, subscribe, and be safe. Thanks for watching. And take care.